If you're currently torn between moving to Westchester County or Fairfield County, you're not alone. Every single week, I sit down with buyers who are exhausted from trying to compare the two. You look at a house in Mount Kisco, and then you look at a similar house in Stamford, and suddenly you're drowning in property tax math, commute times, and trying to figure out which side of the state line actually makes sense for you and your family. I'm Kristen Pellet, and I want to take a deep breath with you right now. Today I'm breaking down the 5 biggest differences between Westchester and Fairfield County so you can stop analyzing spreadsheets and start actually looking for your home. Let's get into it. Number 1, let's talk about the income tax reality, and this is the one that surprises people the most. If you live in Westchester, you're still paying New York State income tax. That doesn't go away just because you left the city. But if you move just a few miles over the border into Stamford, Darien, or Norwalk, you are now paying Connecticut income tax, which is generally lower, and there is no local city income tax layered on top. For some of my clients, that shift alone saves them thousands of dollars a year. That is real money, money that can go towards your mortgage, your renovations, or just giving your family a little more breathing room every single month. Before you fall in love with the zip code, you need to understand what you are actually paying to live there. Number 2, property taxes are not created equal, and this is where people get blindsided. Westchester County consistently ranks as having some of the highest property taxes in the entire country. On a $1 million home, it's not unusual to see an annual tax bill of $20,000 to $30,000 or more, depending on the town. In Fairfield County, while taxes are still a real number, they're generally lower for the same purchase price. Here's the thing I want you to really hear. You can't just look at the listing price. You have to look at the total monthly carrying costs. Sometimes a slightly more expensive house in Connecticut is actually cheaper month to month than a lower price house in New York simply because of the tax difference. When we work together, we always run the real math, not just the Zillow number. Number 3, the commute conversation is more nuanced than you think. Yes, Westchester towns are geographically closer to Manhattan. Towns like Pelham or Bronxville can get you to Grand Central incredibly fast. But Stamford is a major Metro North hub with express trains that get you to the city in under 50 minutes. Greenwich is even faster. What you really need to ask yourself is, how often are you actually going into the office in 2026? If you are on a hybrid schedule, commuting 2 or 3 days a week, you might be very willing to trade a slightly longer train ride for a bigger yard, more land, or a lower tax bill. We have to build your search around your actual life, not just the best case scenario on a train schedule. Number 4, you're choosing a lifestyle, not just a state. Westchester has this beautiful, established, historic feel. The river towns have incredible charm, and the communities are deeply rooted. Towns like Bedford offer incredible privacy and a rural feel that's hard to find anywhere else this close to the city. Fairfield County, on the other hand, gives you that classic New England coastal vibe. Towns like Westport, Darien, and Norwalk offer beaches, marinas, and a slightly different pace of life. You can walk to a waterfront restaurant on a Friday night. The question I always ask my clients is this: how do you want to feel on a Tuesday evening and a Sunday afternoon? Because you are buying that feeling just as much as you're buying the house. Number 5, your budget goes further depending on where you look. Right now, in 2026, inventory is tight on both sides of the border, which you probably can expect, or probably already know that, just because you're looking. But generally speaking, your dollar tends to stretch a little further in Fairfield County when it comes to square footage and lot size. If you want 2 acres of land, a newer build, or more house for your money, we often have an easier time finding that in Connecticut. If you want a historic Tudor home with incredible architectural details and a short walk to a train station, Westchester might be your perfect match. Neither answer is wrong. It's all about what brings you the most peace and joy. And that's what we figure out together. Deciding between these 2 incredible areas is a huge decision, and you do not have to figure it out by yourself. Real estate's a relationship business, and my absolute favorite part of this job is helping families find the community where they are truly feeling that they belong. I believe with my whole heart that the right door opens at exactly the right time. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the search and just want someone in your corner to give you honest, grounded advice, someone who will look out for your long-term financial health and not just close a deal, I would love to connect. I'm Kristen Pellet with the Integrity Real Estate team at Keller Williams. Check the description below for all my contact information. Let's just start with the conversation. I'll see you in the next video.